You're listening to Africa Business Radio, where you get up-to-date insights on the Africa business landscape. Log on to www.africabusinessradio.com. Your favorite shows are available on podcasts. Download them on our website and mobile app. Africa Business Radio, towards a profitable Africa.
Radio. Yes, this day, you know how it is. We'll be going round and round with all manner of interview. Great stuff going on this wonderful day. And of course, I've got someone here with me right now. You know, when you hear the word groundswell and you just look at your dictionary, you find something that grows little by little, and it could be a groundswell of support, a groundswell of opinion, a groundswell of innovations, you know, something that begins little and begins to grow and grow and grow and grow and become exponentially growing all the way and become something humongous, really. And I've got someone who's on an initiative that is providing such an experience for people. His name is Timi Olagunju, a tech IP lawyer, policy consultant, partner with Groundswell, and presidential president fellow, supporting tomorrow's Dangotes today. Hello, brother.
Hello, John.
All right, supporting tomorrow's Dangotes today. Let's start from there. How many Dangotes do you think we should have in Nigeria?
Well, basically, I think it's important that we democratize opportunity. And so the more Dangotes increase the number of entrepreneurs who are able to not just add value, but create wealth as well as create jobs alongside, which is a tripartite win, what I call a trinity win.
All right.
The more we're able to have people like that, the more the opportunities for Nigerians to leave the scale of poverty, as it were, to productivity.
All right, let's talk about the tripartite trinity angle. Well, what are the 3 points?
Yeah. So basically, the 3 points are simple. The 3 points are firstly as an entrepreneur value, wealth creation, job creation.
Entrepreneur value, wealth creation, job creation.
And the challenge is we have over 41 million SMEs in Nigeria. 41 million. Out of the 41 million SMEs in Nigeria, over 40 million and more are sole proprietorship businesses. In other words, they seemingly think they're adding some value, but the value that they're adding is likened to what you have when you had the subsistence farming system.
It's a host and a mosquito and a human blood kind of value system.
So that brings us back to the Trinity: value, wealth creation, job creation. Those kind of businesses don't have that capability to deliver on the scale of large-scale wealth creation and job creation. So that itself is a challenge, which, trust me, this kind of initiative, we have technology as an enabler. Technology is not the main thing, but technology can become an enabler with the right policy framework to drive SMEs, sole proprietorships, into mid-scale businesses that can scale to create value, wealth, and jobs, at least, So those are the key issues we need to look at, basically.
All right. I think that you have plugged yourself into a very, very important part of the nation's economy. 41 million, you say, sole proprietor businesses, in Nigeria. Apart from the number, it is the mindset that's in the mind of the people. I think a survival mentality coming from where we have been and we're thinking of where we can be, you want to survive. And that first thing you see is that since there are not so many support systems and infrastructure to make that easy for you, you're thinking, okay, so I guess I'm going to have to run this journey alone. And that aloneness mindset gets you in the sole proprietorship business mindset. People that even own big companies, they still fall back into the sole proprietorship mindset. They run the company like they're running themselves and their younger brothers or younger sisters, So they get to disconnect from the real corporate experience that they're supposed to have because they never really had anyone take them through that. I was listening to Leke Alda earlier. He called it the something deficient entrepreneur who never went through the executive meetings, the Monday meetings, to not at that level, board meetings at that level. Now, with what you're doing right now, I believe and I strongly see a link that what you're trying to do, to especially the part of wealth creation and job creation, that is the only time when a sole proprietor can see himself or herself as really impactful. If you're doing anything, you're just making money, you're simply just milking the situation of the nation, you're not really bringing anything on board because you're not creating wealth for the people except yourself. You're not creating job for the people except yourself. So what are the factors, the basic number one factor that a sole proprietor would need to consider, to scale to the point where he or she can begin to create jobs and wealth? How profitable is it?
So the key factor is structure. That's the key factor. But then, in order to put in structure, you need strategy. Strategy drives structure. And structure then creates institutions. And when we talk about strategy, it still boils down to mindsets. What is the mindset of a Nigerian person, which is what you've addressed? Because the psychological part of it serves as the foundation. And the ladies know better. If the foundation be destroyed, what can the makeup artist do? Right? So yes, the makeup artist will only be able to put powder.
That's
you
right.
have a powdered situation, powdered entrepreneurship. So it's a mindset thing, and that mindset cannot be addressed by more noise, what I call lula balu and cacophony about entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is not something that a person delves into after they have searched for jobs as an engineer, and then they say, look, let's start doing soap making. Maybe that is where we would hammer from.
Great. That's the survival mentality right there. Nail it. Go ahead.
So these are key issues we need to look at in terms of the mindset. And so there is a place of policy. You see, there's something the Lagos state government did during, but I don't know if they continued it, which is that students that graduated from the Lagos state institutions, LASU, LASPOTEC, and the likes, will have an opportunity to apply for a sort of internship. Even though you're an entrepreneur, you apply for sort of internship. 6 months will be paid by the Lagos state government in a bank or something or somewhere. Because you see, the birthing of an entrepreneur, it requires the birthing of someone who understands how structures work, how industries work, and the challenge is that if those structures are not available, you cannot properly birth an entrepreneur.
All right.
So we need to find ways to do what I call the plug-in approach. PIA, plug-in approach, which is that entrepreneurs or prospective entrepreneurs are not allowed to just jump into trading, but rather are keyed into a certain sector where they can learn the act of structure and rejig the mindset about what business really is, which is value, wealth, job creation.
You see, for a moment, for 1 second, I'm just like, okay, you took me into a picture, of what you're saying, and I'm just there, like I'm watching a movie, a reality that can be birthed through a process that you've already highlighted. And I put notes down: mindset, strategy, to structure, institution, and the result we have it.
Yes.
I think what we're going to do, Timi, is we need to keep the conversation going on. We need to have a proper podcast series structure, training, that people can click from episode 1 to episode whatever, and then they can be birthed mentally into this reality. Because when they realize the need for this, then they begin to look for the opportunities for such internship or apprenticeship kind of internship where they can learn.
And these things are simple. Like any government must understand, simple things are the ones that drive the most productive innovations. Simple stuff. For example, as simple as an entrepreneur, keeping records of inflow and outflow of cash can be a leverage as a structure to get you the kind of loans or investors in terms of equity that you need. But do the entrepreneurs understand this process?
No, sir.
So these are key issues.
Thank you very much.
We'll
keep conversation going on. Thank you, Timi Olagunju, for being here.
It's a pleasure.
All right, so that was Timi Olagunju with us on Africa Business Radio. The show continues. We're going to be speaking now with the founder and CEO of Max NG. In just a moment, stay with us and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. It's Africa Business Radio and I am God's baby.
You're listening to Africa Business Radio, where you get up-to-date insights on the Africa business landscape. Log on to www.africabusinessradio.com. Your favorite shows are available on podcasts. Download them on our website and mobile app. Africa Business Radio, towards a profitable Africa.